Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a video. And before I get underway with my NRL tips for round 15, just would like to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel, as last weekend we have reached 100 subscribers. So that's very awesome, and thanks for the support so far. Now to get into my NRL tips for round 15. Starting off on Thursday, the 20th of August, the Parramatta Eels versus the Melbourne Storm at Bankwest Stadium, and it kicks off at 7:55 p.m. So this is second versus third on the NRL ladder. The Parramatta Eels, they're 1-17 unchanged, while for the Melbourne Storm, Albert Verde is on the bench and Sandell Earl is on the wing. Outs for the Melbourne Storm, Dale Finucane and Sawasi Vulivalu. Now, in this game, I'm picking the Melbourne Storm by 8. And my first try scorer, I've gone with Branko Lee. On Friday, the 21st of August, the Penrith Panthers versus the Cronulla Sharks at Penrith Stadium, and it kicks off at 6 p.m. The Panthers are 1-17 unchanged, and the Sharks are also 1-17 unchanged. In this game, I've got the Penrith Panthers by 12, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Brent Naden. The second game on Friday night sees the Brisbane Broncos versus the St George Illawarra Dragons at Suncorp Stadium, and this kicks off at 7:55 p.m. Now, ins for the Brisbane Broncos, Anthony Milford returns in the halves, replacing the dropped Brodie Croft. Isaac Luke is in at hooker, and Jordan Kahu is in the centres, while Ethan Bullmore is on the bench and Jamal Hopewate. For the Dragons, Paul Vaughan is back, and outs for the Brisbane Broncos, Jake Turpin, Payne Haas and Thomas Fleetger. In this game, I've got the Dragons by 16, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Zach Lomax. On Saturday, the 22nd of August, the first of 3 games on Super Saturday, sees the Gold Coast Titans versus the Canberra Raiders at SEBA Super Stadium, and this kicks off at 3 p.m. Now, ins for the Gold Coast Titans, Philip Sammy and Sam Stone, and the Raiders are 1-17 unchanged. Outs for the Gold Coast Titans, Dale Copley and Jai Arrow. Now, this game is a big game for the Canberra Raiders. They're level on points with the Sydney Roosters for a top 4 spot, and I think despite the improvement of the Gold Coast Titans lately, I think the Raiders will win this, and they'll win this by 10. And my first try scorer, I've gone with the skipper for the Canberra Raiders, and that is Jared Croker. The second game on Super Saturday sees the West Tigers versus the Sydney Roosters, and this is at Leichhardt Oval, and it kicks off at 5:30 p.m. The Tigers, they're 1-17 unchanged, while for the Roosters, they welcome back Brett Morris, Jared Waerea-Hargreaves, Kyle Flanagan is back in at halfback, and outs for the Sydney Roosters, Christian Tapanoa, Lachlan Lamb, Luke Keary, and Mitchell Orbison. In this game, I've got the Sydney Roosters by 4, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Josh Morris. The South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Manly Seagulls at ANZ Stadium, and this is the last game on Super Saturday. It kicks off at 7:35 p.m. Ins for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Jack Johns is on the bench, and for Manly, Martin Tupou is back in the starting lineup. Outs for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Liam Knight and Brendan Elliott for Manly due to injury. In this game, I'm going to pick an upset here. I'm going to pick Manly by 6. And my first try scorer, I'm gone with Dane Gagai. On Sunday, the 23rd of August, the first of 2 games on Sunday sees the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs versus the New Zealand Warriors, and this is at ANZ Stadium. And this kicks off at 2 p.m. Australia time, 4 p.m. New Zealand time. In this game, I've got the Warriors by 14, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Peta Hiku. The last game on Sunday sees the Newcastle Knights versus the North Queensland Cowboys, and this is at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle, and it kicks off at 4:05 p.m. The Cowboys last week, they're coming off a 1-point loss to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They were very unlucky not to win that game. The Newcastle Knights, they're coming off a win over Manly. I'm not writing off a Cowboys result here. I think the Cowboys will run this quite close, I think. But I'm still picking a Newcastle Knights win here, and I'm picking them by 2. And my first try scorer, I've gone with Stafford Toa. That is my NRL tips for round 15. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your tips in the comments below. I will see you again in the next video.